Paper towels. I think I got some paper towels. Paper towels. Alright, got some paper towels. Got some strange colors going. Got some noisy kid. Nothing unusual. There. Got our scratch of our dragonfly, which I think is right. I don't know. I don't draw a lot of dragonflies. It was kind of a guess. I need some alizarin crimson. Maybe. Why don't we go with I'm gonna go with a deep magenta instead. Going with kind of a strange color combinations. I didn't really want to go with what was the status quo. And this is wet. I mean, the parts of it are dry, but the rest of this is really, really wet. So let's make. I gotta be careful because I can get wet pretty quick here. Let's see. I'm just painting today. Nothing, no educational, anything. Unless you count adding any color you feel like paint something educational. Really? Gonna be here on my glasses just off the corner where I keep catching it and can't quite see it. This is going to be interesting to paint because this canvas was actually an alcohol ink canvas. It had a big flower on it. Um, the whole thing was covered in a alcohol. Dried, kind of. Does it ever dry? Um, I guess dry is a relative term. It was not dripping off my canvas. Do alcohol inks and acrylics go together? Not always. You can do both, but most people that do that do the alcohol inks after the acrylic. Sorry about that. I do apologize for that. I thought I had silenced all that. This is going to be in layers upon layers upon layers because of the way we're going to have to paint this. There is a, I don't know if so much drawing as it is a scratch. It's a scratch of a dragonfly right there. haven't been on a whole lot as far as time goes, and my paintings have been kind of one-dimensional. It's just that headspace, where you get in all artists get in. Whether it's a photographer like myself or painters or musicians. Sometimes we just hit that spot. Mr. Anthony, how are you, sir? Hope you are well. Got myself kind of in a funk, so I'm just painting some basic paintings. Just to keep painting. Just creativity block. Oh! Oh, no. Just a second. Oh, that's never good when you do that. All over the place. You guys are going to have to give me a second. Nothing worse than doing that. I'm going to put my phone over here so it doesn't end up being drowned. Yeah. For me, it coincides, Anthony. When I start having problems with my body, the creativity kind of drops off a little bit. And body's been pretty bad last 4 or 5 days. Different treatments, different meds, blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of it. Someday maybe they'll know exactly what I have without telling me that it's same thing they keep telling me. Oh, well, we haven't found how to fix that yet. We can make its car drive by itself, but we can't take care of medical issues, Too busy worrying about whether or not cars can drive all alone. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my water back in my bowl. I managed to knock my bowl. My hand twitched and I knocked my bowl and proceeded to pour it all over my sport. I sport it. Boy, I've been watching Luke Cage and Iron Fist too much. I went through the entire season of Iron Fist, Defender, and now I'm 2/3 of the way through Luke Cage. I'm such a nerd. Let's see if I can get that out of the way now. There we go. So I was going to go with green body, which we'll do in layers. Purple iridescent type looking wings, which I'm not sure it's going to work, but I'll try them. And then maybe we'll put some green background in once I get that done. So that color is not going to show up. Not without a white first. Let's go ahead and put down a white first. Yeah, sorry I missed your video the other day. I actually didn't watch anybody's anything. That's 3 days. I painted a little bit. Trying to get myself to I don't want to go backwards, you know. I'm covered in paint all over my hands. I hate this easel. I take that back. I did catch about 10 minutes of Gary painting. Madonna, how are you? This thing's soaked. I'm gonna get my hands all mashed up. I can tell. Sorry I'm not super chatty today. What? Not even on Yahoo. Why is Yahoo asking me for stuff? I'm not trying to be rude. I just am painting. Kind of concentrating. Every once in a while, even I need to shut up. I know it's unusual, but really I can. I know how. I just don't choose to do it very often. Kind of like little paintings. I may not be able to see you guys chat. My phone has fallen that way. I don't really like that one. That's quite as much. Can always touch them up. Put as many layers as we want on these things. They sort of kind of look like that. Okay. Do a little right hand, left hand today. I have to go with a smaller brush. Got wayward hair there. Haircut. This is just the craft white I'm putting on this canvas that was covered in alcohol ink at one time. Then I just put a black, I think it was a black, alizarin crimson and coal, might be bright blue, mixed together. Some Mars black. Just as a bit of an undercoat to keep this separated a little bit. I'm expecting the alcohol to bleed through eventually. Well, maybe sooner than later, by the looks of it. That's this purple color you see coming out. That is red alcohol ink. See if I can get another layer of green on this. It's weird to take a paint that's so thick, and the second I touch it to it, it just becomes like soup. This stuff's like toothpaste. Yeah, starting to react to it. I was curious how long that was gonna take before that happened. Didn't take as long as I thought it was gonna. I thought I'd have a little bit more time, but anyway. I'm trying to get a bunch of layers on this so I can do a little bit of stuff with a different tool. Put some skeletal lines in it for the wings. But it just seems to be it's going to be a fight all the way through. I'll try this technique again on different canvas, but we'll finish up this one. It may dry some year. Don't count on it. I'm sure there's some technique that I could have done between the alcohol and the acrylic. I'm sure somebody has tried it. They could have told me how to do it and or explained. Well, they can't really tell me anything, but too thick-headed. See that ink just picking up through the paper, through right through that acrylic I painted on top. This stuff had been dry. Let's see, I painted this alcohol painting 2018. It's still sucking that stuff up through there. Because it's on, yeah, I was just experimenting and did alcohol on canvas. Not a smart thing to do, but because best to do it on a harder surface. Something with a tighter pour, like photo cardstock or something, photo paper. Tiles. Works pretty good on slate. I wonder if I got disconnected. Could be. I've done that before. Now I'm adding purple. It's actually not purple. Stop shaking, please. You're ever in another room and all of a sudden you hear the telltale sign of thunk of a cat jumping off a counter? Hi, Hasmina. I was kind of curious if I was even still online. Come on, stay still. It's very similar to painting with Elmer's glue. It's got such a sticky substance to it. Not sure that it will ever dry. And I would be afraid to put. You can start to see the flower that's coming through. There's a big flower right here. I think I would be afraid to put heat to it. You know what? We're gonna try globbing. For some texture. Long time. Son of a crocodilian. My hand shook and ruined my little spot right here. So now I have to go in and put a larger one in front of it. Let's see. Come on, stop it. Can't keep my hand straight, steady. It's not working. Driving me crazy. This is almost like a paste. This paint I'm using. It's very thick form. I don't hardly ever use this paint because number one, it's very hard for me to manipulate it. I cannot manipulate this paint very well. It does not move how I like, so even when I thin it out, it's still, I don't know. It's not an ideal paint for me. Let's give that tail a little bit of a turn. I like dragonflies. Pretty peaceful. Little thing to watch. They have their plan, they stick to their plan, they move on, and they die. You know, that's. There, just a tiny bit. And then another section of body right here. And then another section. They're actually segments, but section works. Anybody else painting live anytime soon that I haven't noticed? Mr. Gray, do you have any plans for any lives? I was actually kind of worried that you weren't going to come back. That would have sucked. By the way, your painting's hanging in my dining room. Right next to Ian's. And nowhere near any of mine. You gonna still do some more on that rose? You're not gonna put all that green background, are you, Ian? I wouldn't have that kind of energy. That looks white in the screen. Does this look white to you guys? Because it's not white. Alright, man. Well, you replied, so that means you didn't crash it laughing at me, so we're good. I mean, so far, so good. I want the top a bit darker. Be safe. We've had a lot of weather up here. Still having weather up here. Still snowing. I don't know if it is down where he is. He's quite a bit further down than I am. No, I mean, not a ton, but he doesn't live quite as far up in the mountains as I do. Still surrounded by them, but oh, he's got a lot. I think he's got a lot bigger mountains protecting him than closer protecting him than I do. Problem with that is when you get weather, boy, you get weather. Saves you from some of it, and then the other parts of it is it pounds the living daylights out of you. Sorry, arms are kind of sore, so I have to pick directions of painting that, and I want this to flow a certain way. I want these wings to have a certain taper to them, a certain look. Michael's, it's been a long time since I've been at Michael's. Anyway, so this is just going to be a bug today. Nothing super fancy. It's probably just spent half its life living on that rose that was Mina's painting. There's that story thing again. You never just paint with just painting, you know? Reminds me, I gotta check in with my sister. Yeah, I'll show you in a second. My sister was doing something in Schenectady for me. Let me know what's going on. That's in New York State. It's actually pretty close to Anthony. Sorry if my head's in your way. I do apologize. I just realized it might be. It's actually green, believe it or not. Let's see if I can get it so you guys can see it. Oh, really? I don't know. All right. It's green. I don't know if it's reacting. I don't know what's going on up there. It's kind of being weird. I might have to give up on this one because of that alcohol and that paint underneath it. It's starting to suck all the paint right through it, even through the gesso with a layer of black and blue and legend crimson. It's still sucking it through it. Ouch. Will not be on tomorrow. My son has surgery tomorrow. So I should not be on. Well, I might be on later if he gets home early enough. If I get sick of listening to him talking through the pain meds, I might come on. Because I'm sure last time he had something done. Gives him this Superman complex, you know. You can take on the world. Then we're going to grab a little tiny bit of dark green. It's like a sap green. I just broke another. Oh, come on. Thought I broke another one. It's funny because I'm so careful with my paintbrushes. Yeah, I snapped them. Since I break them right in half. Anyway, so we got this thing. Kind of sort of looks like this. And this, you can see the shiny stuff. That's alcohol still seeping through all the other paint. You can see it just sucking right through the paint layers, even after almost 2 years. Still coming off of my hands. So apparently, do not. I should have clear coated this thing. Maybe that would have took care of it. But let's see what we can do. Anything remotely that looks like a leaf. I watch him. I study his paintings, and I still can't get it right. All right. So I don't really want to go through my. Yeah, I hope all goes well too. I've only got one of them. It's kind of freaky. Don't like him having surgeries. Got a son and a daughter. They're both miracles of modern medicine. I've been watching. I've been paying attention to him. Um, I hope these would make Anthony proud. He's a good teacher. You know, he really is. I think I need to finish that one though. I still watch Ian. I still watch Clive. I just, I'm at a different point in my art, you know. We all have to grow or become stagnant, and I don't want to be stagnant, so. How well I'm doing. I'm afraid to do the other ones though. I'm afraid to do the wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. All right, we'll try one. What's the most that can happen? This painting is not super great because of the alcohol coming back through. So maybe it's a good time to give one a shot. All right, whole brush. Okay, go this way. No, no, those look terrible. I can't do them. See, I can't do that one. I knew that it was going to do that to me, but I think I'm just doing them wrong. No matter how many times you watch him, it's so easy for him that it's like, you watch and you watch and you watch and you pay attention and you listen. And that's all right. It's crazy. We'll just leave it there. I'm sure it has something to do with the angle or something. I don't know. Anyway, I got one goofy one. Anyway, so I think that's it. I don't want to get too carried away because this stuff's not going to change. It's going to continue to be bleeding through and coming through the whole time. Probably what I will do is take this painting just as it's sitting and clear coat right over the top of it and maybe force that drying process. See, it's dry there and it's dry there, but it's not there. I don't know. Hi Shane, how are you? Trying to decide what I want to do with this messed up painting. Let's go with this. Let's go with this. A little bit of a... That's not really what I want to do. I want to get this color. This painting was originally covered in alcohol ink, so everything on it is just miserable. See, it won't even accept. It's not really accepting any paint anymore. Make my wiggles bigger, yeah. I think my brush was wrong too. I think I had the wrong brush to be wiggling. Smith, I gotta go. I believe. I think so. I gotta go. I don't know. Hold on. Oh, nope. You know what today is? Today is Monday. I don't have to go. Never mind. My son just got up and got it. Medication came in the mail. I have meds shipped to me. They're actually not. I gotta mute you guys for 1 second. I'm still here. My son got it. Yeah, he went outside and got it for me. Is it gonna look like a stupid flower? No, let's grab something different. Alright, let's grab a different paintbrush. Let's grab a dark green. And let's use you for this. Get that right, get that right, get that right. Alright, pull down toward the middle. Pull down toward the middle. Yeah, I probably should go. Thank you all for the visit. See, I'm sorry I have to run. Okay, we know that I cannot do these to save my life. Okay, dot. Pull down toward the dot. Down toward the dot. Down toward the dot. Down toward the dot. Okay. Down toward the dot. Down toward the dot. Down toward the dot. Down toward the dot. And then I give myself a 1 for that one. But thank you guys for coming in. I appreciate it. Talked for about an hour. I do appreciate it. They will get better. I'm going to get back into painting normal stuff probably pretty soon. Just got to get that, that mindset where I painted so many paintings over the holidays that for YouTube and for myself and for other people that you kind of just run out of ideas after a little bit. So I kind of need to refill my brain. But thank you all for coming. I hope you all are safe. Have a good day. I probably will not be on the 9th. We'll see. Depends if my wife lets me or not. She tends to get bent when I do stuff on my birthday. But I like to do stuff for myself on my birthday instead of dealing with what they want me to do. Just how it is. Hopefully I turn the microphone back on. Did I turn the microphone back on? That thing's terrible. Yes, I did. Okay. Whew. All right. There's my craziness. It's green, different colors. You can see that it actually, I'll show it to you real close before I take off. You can see that the the alcohol is still just sucking through the paint and turning everything kind of purpley. All the edges of my green, it's blood right through and it's all red. So all my all these whites that you see had to be really stark white, but some of the other greens that you see that you think are white are actually green. Um, it just sucked the alcohol right through the canvas, which is kind of weird because it's not even all the way through the other side. But anyway, take care, guys. Um, I'll work on these things. I've been working on them. I've done a couple hundred, but I still don't get them right. I still have to sit and think about every single one of them. It's not like a mountain or a pine tree or something that I paint every day. But anyway, take care. Enjoy life as always. You never know. Later.